Well, hello. It's Tacos Pauly C, and we have a catering event here at New York, New York. These two fine gentlemen in front of me. Introduce yourself, guys.
Hey, I'm Nick.
I'm Dave.
Are actually paying me an appearance fee to come to New York, New York. Shock of all shocks. People say, nobody's paying to see you, Tacos Pauly C, but here they are. Here's proof. They are not paid crisis actors. I am in a crisis, that is true, but I did not hire them for today. There'll be other actors who are crisis actors, but not on this particular episode of the Tacos Pauly C show. Shouldn't have done that. I got to do it again.
Hello!
Well, hello. How are you? What do you got there? Okay. Nice to meet everybody. Hello. Hello, everybody. It's like a birthday party. It is somebody's birthday. Look at this guy.
Guess his age.
Is this one sexy MFer?
Yeah.
Who's the lucky girl? He's 50 years old. He looks like a college basketball player. Look at him.
He's like Benjamin Button.
You ever find it? I never seen a guy like you. You're making the rest of us look bad. Get out of here. Really unbelievable, though. Seriously. I got hit with it downstairs. They were like, how old do you think he is? I'm like, I don't know. I certainly hope he's nowhere close to my age, because this is really embarrassing. I brought you guys a bottle of rum. I also brought the burritos. I'm not making any warranties on anything but the burritos. Right? Where is Neri? Where did he go? Oh, there he is. This is our chef, Neri. I don't know if you guys met. This is a true story. You guys are never going to believe this. I'm losing $3,000 to $4,000 a week in the taco shop because there's a whole story behind it. The guy ran off with all our money. And I'm getting ready to close down. I mean, that's $3,000 a week. I got no money left. He shows up on a Friday with $22,000. True story. He gives me the check on Monday. It clears on Wednesday. We shut the lights off on Wednesday. But we had the money to pay the $2,500 we owed in the electric bill because he showed up the same day. Now, whether or not we make it, I don't know. But we have hope.
It better make it.
We have hope. That's a true story. Every day of it. Shows up on a... And he gives me $22,000. We don't even I'm not even sure of his last name. What is your last name again?
Neri.
Right. We don't even have an agreement. And everybody in the internet says, is this real? Yes, it's real. We don't even have an agreement. I figure if it's on social media, right? How am I going to go back on the stories of what happened? Like what I say, I don't know this guy and run off with this $22,000? No. That's the thing. If you have somebody in social media who's just bleeding their truth, it's all there. It's all there. There's nothing to hide. But he just shows up. Oh, and then we have hater pages. Has anybody seen any of the hater pages? It's the craziest story.
Well, is it true all press is good press? I mean...
Someone DMs me that the ATM fee at MGM is $11.99. One of you guys DM me? You DM me? So I get this DM, I'm like, that's a video. So then I run over to MGM, that one's going viral. For the drama, I take out a 20. I gotta pay $11.99 for a $20 bill. And then some woman is at the ATM next door and she's basically saying, preach, brother, preach. And then I'm like, do you wanna be in the video? She's like, yeah, I wanna be in the video. And then I go on her. I mean, it all comes together. I don't know how. It all comes together organically.
Explain the low ceilings really quick.
Okay, so the low ceilings, there was an article written about this, square foot yield for low ceilings versus high ceilings. So Steve Wynn was one of the people who was originally down on this. So the low ceiling makes you feel comfortable. It makes you feel like you're someplace that you will be safe. But I told him outside, full disclosure, talking out of my tuchus, it's like mama's belly. Isn't the ceiling low in mama's belly? Right? There's no love in these places because everything is mortgaged up to its eyeballs. In the aughts, Wall Street came in and they were like, wow, there's a lot of dollars here that we can take out of this town without really doing too much. And the REIT structure happened in '04. They combined Caesars and MGM to two big property. And then they borrowed all this money on it so that nobody even owns their real estate. Like VICI owns 660 acres on the Strip. And their goal is to take every dollar everywhere they can. And then the people that own it, like MGM, they don't own the property. And my argument is the Gaming Commission needs to undo that. First of all, no more than 4 mega resorts for anybody. Because any more than 4 mega resorts, then you got Planet Hollywood sitting there like it's dead. Then you have Flamingo sitting there like it's dead. Then nobody really cares about the link. Caesars needs to go down to 4 properties. MGM, same thing. Because that will free up competition. That will bring in all kinds of people who are entrepreneurial. Do you know how many 40, 42, 44-year-old billionaires that would love to come in here and make a stink? But there's nothing available. Tacos Pauly C. There's nothing in the world like narcissistic adoration. This is what it feels like. Watch. Here's the needle, right? There's heroin in it. When people stop me and they go, Tacos Pauly C, I go, oh! It's crazy. But I never had any attention my whole life of any kind. So now it's like, really? Oh. I mean, the truth is I'm an addict. And like I got wrapped up in all this. And wow, like the social media is just as good as gambling. I put up that video this morning, the ATM at $11.99, and it's already over 100,000. I'm like, oh. And that was an idea from someone who watches me. 80% of what I do comes from the people who make, I read every comment and I learned so much from the comments. Like you wouldn't know this, but the #1 casino hotel chain in America by customer satisfaction, I know this. I don't think anybody else does. It's Hard Rock. How do I know? From reading all the comments. I've never seen so much love. I did a walkthrough of Hard Rock in Atlantic City. It was like not one complaint. Love, 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 love. If I do Caesars, it's hate, 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 hate. The other one I was shocked to find out that is very well loved is Golden Nugget. I would say they're #2, and that one surprised me. But here's my gripe, and I talked to the Fontainebleau about this, but they listen to me. They don't listen to me. Read the comments. They have people in my comments saying, "I lost $10,000, and you didn't even give me a cup of coffee or a meal. You didn't do this to me." Why are they not going in there, DMing this person? And at least doing a little investigation to see what happened there, where you so totally turned on. Social media is so valuable to casino hotels because you have nothing but gamblers in there. Yeah. Where are you going to boil down an audience to just the degenerates? and it's organic.
Okay, so my boss used to be the chief marketing officer of Caesars Entertainment back when they were acquired by private equity in the early 2000s. And he said that all these consultants come in and they say, you know, we're going to reduce the price that it costs to clean rooms, right? And he's like, do you know what happens in Vegas hotel rooms? Do you think you're going to be able to cut this? And he said, we're also going to reduce the size of the shrimp at the buffet. He goes, we have research that shows the only thing people consider for the value of your buffet is the size of the shrimp. It doesn't matter, like they just want the shrimp to be huge. They can tell all their family members and their friends, the shrimp is amazing at the buffet, you gotta go there. He said they cut everything, they cut the cost, they
have no,
they cut the size of the shrimp. They cut
Caesars is actually the worst corporation in Las Vegas. MGM is actually decent. I got a lot of respect for MGM, but they are making a few mistakes now. I annoy all the women. So I have 80, once in a while. Very rarely, I have a female fan. I ran into one the other day, but I'm 80% male and 20% female. And usually I meet couples and the wife's like rolling her eyes. She just wants to get away. And the guy's like, I really love those numbers. And she's like, oh, can't we go to the show? What's going on?
I think I tried to show my wife several videos.
And she went like this, Get him away from me, I can't stand it anymore.
No. I said, this feels like watching a sporting event where the guys are just rattling off stats left and right.
Yeah, that is a good analogy.
But if you talk about outfits and like the best carpeting, then we'd be into it.
Right. Well, the Wynn has the best of all of that. The guy's name is...
we were just noticing that the tile on the floor.
There's an incredible book you can get on Amazon by it's Roger Thomas's book, and it shows all of the design work in there. And the guy's name is Roger Thomas. The amazing thing about Steve Wynn is like he was mostly blind, and yet he still was able to hit it out of the park. That just goes to show you how poor the regular executives are.
Literally blind?
He has retinosa pigmentosa. Somebody help me here.
I don't know.
Retinosa pigmentosa. But anyway, everything just gets smaller and it creates tremendous tunnel vision. Now he's up there. Now he's like 82, but he's still... His nephew is in Vegas doing celebrity poker tournament. The family they're brilliant.
These tacos were fantastic.
I'm glad well, there he is.
Yeah.
Well done.
I think he's a little overwhelmed by my gregarious personality. I don't know.
Well, because for us, we would go out to the shop, but it's far away, right? You
Yeah.
So we're like, wait, with a group, you'll come to us? Sounds good to me.
It's very hard for me because of the way I look. It's very hard for me to stay on the side of the fence where I'm not like creepy. Like the dinosaurs constantly calling me creepy old man. Like, here comes the crypt keeper. Look. But I come from a place of innocence. I swear to God, I work clean.
Who the dinosaur is, right?
Oh, you know the dinosaurs? I can't even. The dinosaur is Vegas starfish. I don't know if you've ever seen him. She's my arch nemesis. I'm like organic and dying, and she's just like doing all the phony stuff. Like everything's great. Oh, it's the best food you've ever had. She actually has a $999 finger licking food tour. $999. You go to 3 steakhouses, and to me, it's like $999. I could lose that money at blackjack. You know what I mean?
I see you should do a $666.
A $666 gambling tour.
Pop crabs at the Plaza the whole time. Where's the Plaza? You can sign on the Plaza.
Oh, so the Plaza is like the greatest thing that ever happened to me. I'm trying not to cry. I'm probably gonna cry. So I come to Las Vegas and like everybody pretty much hates me. And because of because of my mouth and because I talk about the casinos. And I'm honest, I know the CEOs who suck ass, and I know the great CEOs. And the great CEOs don't want anything to do with me because they're friends with the suck ass CEOs. They have a big old boy network country club, and nobody wants me like shuffling, rattling around. And Jonathan Jostle, he contacts me on the Instagram, and he says, "Come on down, I want to talk to you." And he's the CEO of the Plaza, and he has total control and power down there because the people that own most of the hotel are like, they totally trust him. Like they let him do what, I mean, he has he's the only guy in Vegas with 100% power, maybe other than Derek Stevens, who also has tremendous power. And like we became buddies, and I go to all his stuff.
He was just a fan?
This is the way it's going with him and I. I'm like a total fan of him, and he's like a fan of me. So when we see each other, we're like cavelling. I'm like, oh my God, you're so great. The kids from UNLV are actually touring there on Monday. UNLV, I mean, some of the stuff that's happened to me is bizarre. UNLV invited me to speak at UNLV, and I'm like, really? Not on my bingo card for this lifetime. You know what I mean?
You got some knowledge, though.
So
The power of TikTok, you got it.
Well, I just read a lot. And so he's having a tour on Monday, and then the kids invited me and threw me on the poster, and I'm like, Jonathan, I swear I'm not stalking you. But he has a great YouTube, okay? If you have any interest in casinos whatsoever, this is really for everybody. There is a YouTube called The Day in the Life of a CEO. And somebody came in who really knows what they're doing, a really great YouTuber, and he did Jonathan Jostle, A Day in the Life of a CEO. It has 1.5 million views. The great thing about Jonathan is he tells the absolute truth about everything. Like he'll tell you what's going on the casino floor, why this game is this, why that game is the other thing. I always tell people this, I know what's in the needle. So when I say I know what's in the needle, I'm an addict. So I know what needs to go in the needle to get the gamblers to go like that. So I say, Jonathan, pop craps, 3, 4, 5 pop craps, that is in the needle. If you put this game in the front of your casino, it will do unbelievable. He actually listened to me. I told 3 casinos before him, and they all went, shut up, you TikToking a-hole, get away from me. You're an old creepy man, get away from me. Jonathan Jostle put it in the front. He's from England. He's very funny, He goes, the manufacturer tried to convince me not to put this game here. He said, but I'm going to listen to you and I'm going to put it here. And he puts it there, and now he says to me, it's doing unbelievable. And this is why he is the greatest CEO in Las Vegas, no bullshit. He says to me, Pauly, the game is taking in a ton of money. I am giving most of it back, but I guess that's the way it's supposed to be since you showed everybody how to play. So he gets that millions of dollars is coming in, and he's only keeping a small piece of millions of dollars, but it's still a lot of money, and it was dead space in the casino, but he gets that. Any other casino executive would be sitting there like this. If I can keep more of this $10 million, I'll impress my boss, and then I'll get a raise, and then I'll become... They're all thinking like that, and Jonathan Jostle, because he sits at the top, is thinking like, it's a good game, everybody's having a good time, let them have a good time, I'm still winning a lot of money at the end of the day. So if you play my strategy, you only keep on $1 million, $4,000. 30, actually 3,800 if I'm being honest.
Wow.
On $1 million through the machine, you only keep, casino only keeps 3,800. It's 0.0038. A slot machine, to give you an idea, $1 million in the slot machine, $100,000 the casino keeps. Wow. So if you play slot machines with $1 million, you pay $100,000. If you play pop craps, you pay $4,000. So it's 25 times the cost to play slot machines as it is. And the games are right next to each other. Right. You got pop craps? Well, I'd like to play for 20, excuse me, sir. I would like to play for 25 hours, please. Sure, go ahead. Don't worry about it. Vegas Pauly C is going to show you. Or you can go play slot machine for 1 hour. Would you rather be high? See, I'm talking as an addict. Would you rather be high for 25 hours? Or would you rather be high for 1 hour? See the difference? Wow. And this is what my show is all about. I'm an advocate for people who need to get high, because I need to get high.
What's your view on the ponies? The robotic ponies?
Oh, that's really cute. Yeah, that's really cute. Just bet the minimum. It's got a pretty high keep. Like I have comps here, come to my restaurant. You get so much ridiculous, insane adoration. I mean, it's so stupid.
You don't want to use it for content, though?
Well, not really, because I don't really want to do food reviews. They're so subjective. And then if it stinks, I had one restaurant I went to, it was so bad, and it was the worst meal I've ever had in my life. I never put the video up. This guy's from California, and he thinks that he reinvented. It's funny, I ran into some restaurateurs from Montreal the other day, and they're like, oh yeah, he discovered a new way to cook pasta. I'm like, yeah, he doesn't cook it. He puts wax on the table. This guy thinks, this narcissist from Los Angeles, no names, but you all can guess. Well, his first name's Evan. This guy thinks that he reinvented cooking pasta. And what he does is, he doesn't cook the pasta. And like all these restaurateurs are like, yeah, it's like raw when it comes on table. And everybody sits there. You know the Emperor's New Clothes?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We all pretend that uncooked pasta is the greatest thing since the history of pasta. And you're crunching on the pasta and like, no, this sucks ass. This is the worst thing I've ever had in my life. And meanwhile, the dinosaurs over there, this is the best Italian restaurant I've ever been.
What's your relationship with brands? Are they reaching out to you now?
I was dead broke. And Calci.com contacted me. This is the first time anyone contacted me and wanted to pay me for a video. Calci.com contacted me. They're like, well, we have the election, we have betting on the election or whatever. I'm like, you have betting on the election? I'm like, this is totally objective. This is not subjective at all. You have betting on the election. Trump was at 52 at the time. Harris was at 48. I said, how much am I worth? That's what I said to them. I said, how much am I worth? They said, $5,000. I said, I'll be back in 45 minutes. 45 minutes later, I had them the video. The last time I told that story, I said an hour, but it really was 45 minutes. I ran down to the Trump Hotel. It was, you can see it's like the morning. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I run back and I give them the video. The guy's like, that's it? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what do you think of it? They're like, it's fabulous. They gave me $5,000. And then the best thing in the whole world was, they said, we want you to do another one. So then I ran down to the sign over here on Koval and Las Vegas Boulevard, and I did another one, and I got another $5,000. And I put it all in the taco shop.
It's gotta be brands that you love, because people can feel it when they're watching.
Well, I wear Skechers every day of my life.
There you go. Okay, see?
But they're using Snoop Dogg.
You're just same level.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door. Ready to make an entrance, so back on up. Because you know I'm about to whip shit up.
We're all doing karaoke tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, I love karaoke! You guys want to do karaoke? I love karaoke.
Yes.
Oh, we gotta go. Okay, so the place that you go to karaoke, if you guys make a date with me, you don't show up, I'm gonna be very hurt.
Okay, where
I'm serious. I have a very long history of women not showing up. You can...
Are we doing it now?
No, this is me singing. You're not gonna believe this.
Yeah.
That's you? Oh, there it is.
That's good.
Yeah, that's your song.
I'm very happy for James Dolan because he sold a sphere to Abu Dhabi. I don't know how many people have ever been like, in any kind of business, you don't really make money with your first location. So now he sold it to Abu Dhabi. So all of the software, all of the technical stuff that he worked on, that he spent $500 million on, whatever, he's going to be able to recreate that in Abu Dhabi. And he said $700 million in the company's pocket for every sphere he sells.
Oh, wow.
So I'm very happy for him because he really, he took a chance. The people that are entrepreneurial, like, is it James Dolan? Right? It's James Dolan.
That's the owner of the New York Knicks.
Yeah, that's him.
Well, he's a terrible owner.
Yes, he is. I know that, but imagine sketching something out on a napkin. By the way, did you know that Wheel of Fortune? Does anybody know the Wheel of Fortune story? What was the name of the guy who had? Well, no, Merv Griffin. Merv Griffin. You do know that Merv? You know this story?
No.
Merv Griffin was on a plane. And he sketched out the idea for Wheel of Fortune on a cocktail napkin.
So where do you think he should put the next sphere?
Well, you have to have a lot of money, so Abu Dhabi. I mean, New York could use one.
We have this thing we brought with us.
I'm ready.
This is it's a traveling ski that we have.
Wow. Okay.
Ready?
It's not
1, 2, 3.
Android.
Oh gosh. Like slammed it there.
Very good. I love Bailey's.
We're gonna
Okay.
have better photos.
All right,
Oh, one more. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Good.
All right,
Okay.
thank you.
One more thing, never on my bingo card.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed it.
We're
Thank
the bigger
you.
fans now.
Now everyone will believe now that I do get appearance fees. All right, that went well. Okay, thank you.
was amazing.
Okay, thank you.
It was
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you. Nice meeting everybody. Nice meeting you. Nice to meet you. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Good night.
I did an hour of shtick. It almost was like stand-up. It felt like I performed in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? Wow, do you feel like we're just going in circles? I feel like we're just going in circles, right? Did we walk past the elevators? Exit stairs. Door will lock, no re-entry. Wow, this kind of is like the parking garage. Are these like the secret elevators? This is so crazy. Where are the elevators? Wow, we can't find them.
They're way down there.
Yeah. It's funny, I could tell, like when they had enough of the insanity.
Thank you.
Mom says, let the ladies off first. That's what my mother told me. My mother told me to let the ladies off first. And my mother said that if I do that, that someday I can have a girlfriend. See, I can't help myself. Where are you? I'm gonna go with you because we're gonna go get the laptop and finish our work. Okay. We might as well get it out of the way.